What is up, everyone? Northside here. Welcome to my channel. This is my direct response to the trailer or announcement trailer for Mod 21 Jewel of the North. We were once heroes of the North, not jewels of the North. And this video will be a reflection of their trailer, and also it will concern Mythic Insignias, which will be the second part of the video. Now, we are currently in Mount Hoteno, one of the zones that will be removed in Mod 21. Now, you may say that as a newer player, who cares, they're removing the zones. Well, you have to understand that I am an 8-year veteran player. It's a part of my life. You have to understand that. And what they did, actually, the company, the Cryptic, what they actually did everything in their power to push out the veteran players out of the game, whether through bans, whether through just chasing them off and making this game more new player friendly in order to gain more money from new players. $50 here, $70 there. They stop, they move, they have another one coming. And I'm telling you now, you can put your trailers on IGN wherever you want. It will not help you. The population is declining. All this talk about how the influx of new players is big and huge is absolute lie. They are lying to you, and it's a fact. The numbers are can be checked not through Steam charts but through other sources. With that being said, let's take a look what they're taking away from us in this very old video I'm going to show you now.
On the southwest edge of the Crags mountain range sits a smoking volcano known as Mount Hotenow. Several decades ago, the partial awakening of a primordial deep below ground caused the mountain to erupt in a violent explosion of fire and ash, and the city of Neverwinter was nearly obliterated. Over time, the city was rebuilt, but the smoldering peak continues to loom over the city. Now, mysterious fire giants seek to awaken the sleeping primordial, once again raining fiery destruction upon all of the Sword Coast. Only Neverwinter's bravest heroes dare ascend Mount Hotenow and confront the evils that dwell on the charred mountainside. The fire giants must be stopped before the primordial is awakened once more and Neverwinter is turned to ash.
And we're back. I hope you enjoyed that cinematic. Let's take a look what they did in Mod 20. My video from April 10 this year showed me. I went back and looked at it, and actually the ZAX exchange was at 68 million, exactly as it is now. As you can see, it's still rising. It's telling me they do not have a plan. That this forcing our hand with Mythic Insignias that are coming. You have to understand that you need to open over 1,300, 1,500 boxes to get enough 75,000 thermal and trade bars, because opening 100 will give you maybe, I don't know, if you're lucky, 5,000 thermal and trade bars, which is enough for 2 Mythic Insignias. When you convert it to powder without the crits or with the crits, it really depends. They gave us Sharandar zone. That's absolutely boring, with 3 gates, those dreadful bounties, broken dungeon that went transgressed from preview while people were testing it, with the boss mechanic broken. Eventually that got fixed. Everybody is now doing hardcore dungeon. I was expecting a veteran version of the dungeon. They just place you in a hardcore mode, and then you chase the broken rings that are looping up to 120 million damage. That's mod 20 for you right there. Overall, mod 20, simply put, you failed! And with that being said, I'm going to switch now to mod 21. The trailer is out, and if that's all there is to it, I don't believe, I refuse to believe that's all there is to it. Now, I'm not a part of the crap creation program anymore, nor I will be. However, so I don't know some things that maybe some other people do. However, what we saw from the trailer is removal of the zones. Just why? I don't understand why are removing the zones. Why would you do that? You're just appealing to new players to squeeze more money, and there's a fine line between maintaining the game, supporting the game financially, and pure greed. And I simply cannot understand how the Wizards of the Coast are just standing idly by and watch this debacle ongoing. This all looks to me as like a headless chicken running around the yard, not knowing what to do, and just enforcing and still enforcing everything that is appealing to a new player. Like there's thousands of new players rushing into the game. This is direct. I'm gonna address directly to cryptic management. You have to look around. There are games coming. There are old games that are still thriving, and I'm not gonna mention any of those games. Anybody who knows anything about gaming and MMORPGs, your combat system does not justify anymore the content behind this. It's simple as that. Bard class is nice. We waited for the new class for a long time, and that could be interesting. Other than that, the new system, I don't like it, and that's my personal opinion. Now, we're gonna switch. This is somewhat single target. I would say end game 54,234 total item level that is directly connected to my base damage, and I will show you now madness behind cost of the insignias. And I'm not going to give you any suggestions, because do your fucking jobs. I am not here to give you suggestions how to rectify this. So we're going to switch to the preview shot. I'm going to show you a direct copy of this character, how it looks like when I mythic the shit out of him, okay, or her. So let's go to the preview shard and check it out. So here we are on the preview shard. I'm going to open my character sheet straight up, and you can see the jump in the total item level to 60,024. And mind you, I do not have mythic colors, which I think that they're absolutely dreadful. So we can add 1,000 more here, and we can add, I don't have the best rings, so we can add some stuff. So you can go over 62,000 probably item level, depending on what gear you're wearing. Now, this is very, very expensive, and I advise you, before doing anything upgrading, to think 3 times what insignia you're going to upgrade. Now, regarding the insignias itself, I do agree that nothing should be gained in one day. Look at this, 2,500 from legendary to mythic. Now, they are worth it if we compare the legendary and mythic stats. Item level 200, item level 500. We have 300, 160, 300, and we have 750, 400 combined rating, and 750 second stats. That's 1,500 stats versus 600 stats. It's a huge jump, and it's not like they're giving us much choice, if you know what I mean. It's like you need 75,000 Armor and trade bars to get all 15 insignias to mythic. Now, it's not like and they didn't give us any, it's not like it's raining insignias in the dungeons. You can get green there, some maybe epic there, but all in all, these insignias are gonna be very, very expensive, and for a reason, and I will now explain. My total item level is directly connected to my base damage, and you can see that from the tooltip. My total item level determines my base maximum hit points damage and maximum main stat values. The weapon damage has been removed from weapons, regardless of what I'm using, Lionheart, Mirage. It doesn't matter. And what gives me as an individual player, when I go mythic, it gives me an opportunity to play with my ratings and get them in tune however I want. But this is absolute lunacy, asking 2,500 insignia powder to upgrade to Mythic Insignia. This needs to be fixed or rectified, and I am not gonna give you any suggestions or ideas. Do your fucking jobs. I don't know what you're doing back there in Cryptic, but this is pure madness. Now, I'm not saying that you don't need it. You don't need, okay, you don't need it. But we got people who are players who don't even have epic insignias yet. What about them? Give us some sources of insignias powder aside log boxes, aside Tarmalon bars that you can gain through log boxes. Stop ripping this player base off. Stop it, and stop now. Because like I said, if you flop this mod, and if this is all there is from this mod, leveling a bard with your adventures and whatnot, well, then you can dig your own grave, take a shovel and jump straight into that hole. So I'm gonna wrap the video up with this. You have to understand that over 36,000 insignia powder is needed, and that's my personal opinion. I don't know what else to say. Stay safe, stay healthy, and for now, Northside is out.